So did anybody watch a did anybody watch a horror YouTube video titled sorry with creepy text stuff? So now, hold on. When I show show my nursing gun and days later, I bet it's just gonna be full and I get I got a achievement. Yeah, Gravebuster doesn't sleep. He just wants to be here. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. They were all marigold. Both. Okay, no plant. Just need every single plant for the collection. Of this. Yeah, crazy. Just do do do. Like in like when the remake of Plants vs Zombies 1 comes, there's gonna be lots and lots of Zen Garden stuff. It's time. Honey. Wait, like these, Auntie Coco. Just making puff show big and strong. Okay. and then just pull. Okay. Okay.
I used to clear the room with my farts. I felt so bad, but I couldn't help it. My gut was a mess. My belly hurt so much.
Just 4 final left. Or just, yeah, just. So, you're safe from, like, coldness from, like, this. I'm still here, sell lemons, buying stuff. Just no. I bet you that I. And then just listen to this.
I'm here to capture the big day. 3 weeks ago, my husband and I strictly agreed on no visitors in the delivery room. I have preeclampsia, meaning high blood pressure during labor could kill me or my baby. And my mother-in-law always violated boundaries and told me my condition was in my head. I told my husband to get her out. He pulled up a chair next to my bed and helped her sit down. I looked at him and he shrugged. You won't even notice her. That's when a flash hit my eyes. My mother-in-law was aiming her camera at me mid-contraction. I put my hand up and told her to stop. She lowered my hand for me and told me to hold still because I was coming out blurry. My husband squeezed my shoulder. Just let her get a couple. The nurse called out that my blood pressure was climbing. My mother-in-law saw the number and laughed. This silly stuff is all in your head, sweetheart. Right as she said that, a contraction hit me and I gripped the rail. She leaned over me, tapping my chest and saying it was hurting because I was pushing wrong. I did this once before, honey, trust me. My husband stroked my hair. Listen to her, honey. She knows better than you. The nurse stepped between them and told her she needed to leave. But my mother-in-law didn't move, and my husband wouldn't open his mouth. I closed my eyes from the pain, and suddenly a faint red light hit my eyelids. I opened them and her phone was inches from my face. She was recording me. I tried to push her away, but she moved her phone. I looked at my husband just standing there and wanted to cry. The nurse called out another number, now dangerously high. My mother just standing there and wanted to cry. The nurse called out another number, now dangerously high. My mother-in-law's head snapped toward the nurse. I'm sick of everyone enabling her made-up condition. She reached across me and turned the volume on my heart monitor all the way up. There, she screamed over the beeping that was uncomfortably loud and getting faster. Now, we can all hear everything is fine. I felt my chest tightening. The nurse turned the monitor down, but the number was now so high the situation was urgent. My most painful contraction tore through me. I doubled over, feeling like I was going to die. I begged my husband to hold my hand. He took it instantly. Mom, a shot of me holding her hand would be beautiful. I squeezed his hand so hard my knuckles went white, but he didn't squeeze back. He looked at the camera as it flashed. That's when he said it. Mom, come feel her belly. She's almost here. The nurse put her arm out. Ma'am, you cannot do that. My mother-in-law shoved her arm down. The nurse backed up and said she was getting the doctor, leaving the room. I looked at my husband one last time, pleading with him to tell his mother no, but he just took her hands and placed them on my belly. Here, honey, she said, you need to push harder, just like this. She suddenly pressed down on my belly hard. I screamed in the worst pain of my life, and my body thrashed, knocking her off balance. She stumbled backward into the IV stand. It crashed down, and the line tore out of my arm. Alarms went off. My baby's heart rate dropped. My vision went white. The doctor rushed in, calling for emergency C-section, and the last thing I saw before going under was security dragging her out. I woke up some hours later, still delirious. My husband was on the bed crying. My mom got arrested. I was almost relieved until he told me why. After the C-section, she went into the nursery to photograph our baby. She held her phone right up to our daughter's face for a close-up of her eyes, but her flash was on. The light made our daughter fully blind. My husband was crying, and every word was about his mother, nothing about our baby. I was mid-labor when my mother-in-law...
Yo, gang, your parents finally decide to leave you home alone for the very first time, and not even 10 minutes after they...
Keep smiling or you're sleeping outside tonight, my mom said while someone from Child Protective Services knocked on our front door. We'd been filming our morning routine for the 13th time because I kept blinking wrong. My face ached from holding the same smile since 6 a.m., and the ring lights had burned fresh marks up both my arms. My mom yanked my sleeves down over the burns before she opened the door. My dad grabbed my school workbook off the counter and shoved it under the couch. The woman at the door held up a badge and introduced herself as Melinda. A viewer sent us screenshots of bruises and burns on your daughter from your recent videos. My mom walked around behind Melinda where only I could see her face twist into a silent threat. I smiled with all my teeth showing. Everything is amazing here. I love making videos with my parents every single day. Melinda swiped to a photo on her tablet and held it up. Then why do you have a black eye covered with makeup in this video from last week? I hit a doorknob because I'm clumsy and my mom helped me cover it so viewers wouldn't worry. Melinda looked at me and back at my parents. She's 10. Why isn't she in school right now? My mom cut in fast. She doesn't need school. She makes more money than most adults. Show me her schoolwork. My mom just stared at her. We don't waste time on books when she could be filming. Melinda stood up straighter. I need to speak with your daughter alone. My dad stepped forward, but Melinda held up her badge. Refuse and I call the police. Your choice. They went into the kitchen, but left the door cracked open. Melinda put a piece of paper in my hands. Read this out loud for me. I stared at the page for a long time and just held it up and smiled. I love reading. She put a pen in my hand. Write your name for me. My hand hovered over the paper, but I couldn't remember how to spell it. Everything is perfect, I whispered, and my eyes went to the cracked door. Melinda leaned in close enough that only I could hear. I'm getting them out of this room. She stood up and opened the kitchen door. Leave this house completely, or I call for backup right now. My dad slammed the front door on his way out. She sat back down and looked at me. Where do you sleep? My jaw ached from smiling all day, and my eyes burned. In the basement. I walked her downstairs to a concrete floor with 2 thin blankets and no pillow. Melinda photographed everything and rolled my sleeves up and looked at the burns running up both arms. How did these happen? The lights get really hot during filming. She went straight to my parents and pulled out her phone. Your daughter can't read. She can't write her name. She's covered in burns and she sleeps on concrete. I am removing her from your care right now. My dad gripped the door frame. This kid is our property and we own everything she makes. Melinda held the phone closer to his face. 2 officers showed up 20 minutes later and my aunt was right behind them. She knelt down in front of me and wrapped both arms around my shoulders. You never have to smile for a camera again. Keep smiling or you're sleeping outside tonight, my mom said while someone from Child Protective Services knocked on our front door. We'd been filming our morning routine for the 13th.
Have you ever heard of the very first McDonald's Happy Meal toy? Many people
What you do for teaching your child about private?
Yep.
Hey there, my perfect people. I hope you're having a wonderful day. On this video, we'll be checking out the original videos of viral cat memes. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment which cat meme is your favorite. Stay pawsome, everyone.
It's from a YouTube video from Kitty POV.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
It's just for me to have extra views and subs. Yeah, I actually need some stuff.